Thank you for letting the people know about that. Straight ahead, an Eyewitness News Saturday morning, an exclusive Eyewitness News interview. Sade Badarin-Wall's one-on-one interview with the First Lady of New York City as she talks about her daughter's battle with depression and also substance abuse. She also answers questions about her role in the de Blasio administration. We'll be back.
Sunday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell one-on-one with George. Are he and Obama Washington's new odd couple? Plus his take on the 2016 race. And could the Amtrak tragedy have been prevented? The head of the NTSB Sunday on ABC's This Week with George.
You are about to witness television history.
From the man who brought you Survivor and The Voice, the most challenging game ever created.
10 seconds, the artist, you got it!
500 questions, a 7-night event. Premieres Wednesday on ABC.
New York State is reinventing how we do business by leading the way on tax cuts. We cut the rates on personal income taxes. We enacted the lowest corporate tax rate since 1968. We eliminated the income tax on manufacturers altogether. With Startup New York, qualified businesses that start, expand, or relocate to New York State pay no taxes for 10 years, all to grow our economy and create jobs. See how New York can give your business the opportunity to grow at ny.gov/business.
It is a weak man who urges compromise. The Cadillac 2015 SRX. Current GM lessees can lease it from around $339 per month. Visit CadillacTristate.com to locate a dealer near you.
The majesty of ancient Beijing transforms into a modern-day metropolis. Plan your mystical journey and enjoy 72-hour visa-free transit. Discover Beijing 3, a modern city in motion. Saturday, May 23rd at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Every villain knows a getaway car requires abundant power, impeccable style, and of course, the cover of darkness. But what if it's a different kind of getaway you're after? The F-Type convertible and the F-Type coupe from Jaguar. Oh, it's good to be bad.
Jaguar has been ranked highest in customer satisfaction with dealer service among luxury brands by J.D. Power.
This morning, a preview of an Eyewitness News exclusive. Our very own Sade Badarin-Wall has a one-on-one with Charlene McCray, the First Lady of New York City. Take a look.
An Eyewitness News exclusive, one-on-one with New York City's First Lady, Charlene McCray. I sat down with her at Gracie Mansion, where she opened up about her husband, her role as First Lady, and about her children, including when her daughter, Kiara, made the shocking admission about her own struggles with depression and drugs.
She was very sad. She was very sad. She was in her bed, and I was sitting beside her. And she said, "Mom, you know, I've been diagnosed with anxiety and depression and addiction." And I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry because I knew she was suffering, but I had no idea that it was so serious and that there was an actual diagnosis for what she was going through.
First Lady Charlene McCray talking about the day her daughter Kiara revealed to her that she was suffering.
I don't know what could be more painful. You know, I just wanted to help her.
Charlene says she's proud of the way Kiara faced her problems head-on and recovered. She's now attending Santa Clara University in California. This intimate family turmoil spurring Charlene to make mental health one of her top priorities as First Lady.
1 in 4 in New York State has a diagnosable mental health condition. When I found that number, I was shocked.
Just last week, Charlene launched the Children's Partial Hospitalization Program at Bellevue Hospital. It is a new step to help youth who need serious care but don't require an overnight stay at a hospital. Children ages 6 to 17 can spend up to 2 months undergoing intensive therapy and attending school at Bellevue, but they go home each night.
Her personal experience really pointed out to her some very perceptive things about our system, that it's hard to navigate, it's hard to get what you need, it's hard to know what you need when you're facing any range of mental health challenges.
During our wide-ranging interview, we talked about her role in shaping policy in the de Blasio administration. The mayor has called her his most important advisor.
Some people are saying that you're running the show and that they didn't elect you
they elected your husband.
Oh, Sade, but clearly the mayor is the mayor. And as I said, the mayor, he has many advisors. I'm just one of them, and he doesn't always listen to me.
We talked to the First Lady about many other issues, what it was like when police officers turned their backs at the mayor during the funeral for Detective Wen Jianlu, the challenges of paying for 2 kids in college, and life as a First Lady and at Gracie Mansion, where we get a personal tour. It's all coming up in a special edition of Up Close tomorrow morning at 11 right here on Channel 7.
Staggering numbers about mental health. Wow. In some lighter news now, the country's oldest toy store now looking for a new home. FAO Schwartz is closing its doors a little earlier than expected. The brand's only store location on 5th Avenue will close not too far from now on July 15th. Well, Toys R Us, which operates the store, says it is now looking for a new location but still remain in Midtown. In the meantime, they're putting as many staff members as they can in Toys R Us and Babies R Us in the area. Also, an art exhibition is using Central Park's landscape and history as part of the experience. The exhibition, called Drifting in Daylight, opened just yesterday. It features 8 site-specific works, including a brass band performing on an Icelandic boat in the Harlem Mere. There's also a pastel, solar-powered ice cream truck. Can't get enough of those. Actors recreating movie scenes filmed in the park, and dancers performing in wooded areas as well. The exhibition runs Fridays and Saturdays through June 20th.
Wild, right?
Different, yeah, you know, New York, a little bit of everything.
Right?
For everybody.
Performance art in the park. Why not?
I bet that ice cream truck's kind of cool. I like to see that. Yeah.
800 acres. Why not?
Yeah, you got the room.
When we come back, Sports with Rob Powers. Stay with us.
Get your summer in high gear as Eyewitness News kicks off your Long Island summer live from the Bethpage Air Show. Check out Long Island's best beaches and the hottest summer parties. Plan the perfect Long Island getaway. Join David Navarro, Sandra Bookman, and Amy Freeze for Eyewitness News kickoff to a Long Island summer. Saturday, May 23rd at 7 on Channel 7. Brought to you by these proud partners.
I'm Sandra Bookman. Coming up on Here and Now, why do black men seem to be disappearing from our communities? And the woman who helps keep Hall of Famer Michael Strahan in shape. Sunday at noon.
When you own a small business, there's a never-ending list of small things to do every day. Appointments, orders, deadlines. Every one of them matters. So you need internet you can count on. Verizon Fios is really fast, with 99.9% network reliability. Because when everything is running right, all those small things you do every day can turn into something big. Team up with Fios for this great limited-time offer.
No doctor can cure mesothelioma, but there can be justice when you have Whites and Luxembourg fighting for you.
The thoracic surgeon said, your John has mesothelioma, and my advice to you is to get a good lawyer. I know Whites and Luxembourg has helped tens and thousands of people.
Not because we say so, because of the 35,000 families who have made the informed decision to hire Whites and Luxembourg.
I almost feel like they're family.
Whites and Luxembourg, your family's future, our passion.
It's the Buick. Sir. Buick. Where's the Buick? Buick.
The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Current lessees, switch to Buick and lease this 2015 LaCrosse for around $269 a month, or get $5,000 purchase cash on Buick sedans in stock the longest.
Welcome back, everybody. Some new details on the Deflategate scandal in the NFL to tell you about this morning. The organization will reportedly, the NFL meaning, will be changing its guidelines regarding the way footballs are handled before games. This, of course, comes after Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was suspended for 4 games when it was determined that the team used underinflated balls during the AFC title game to get to the Super Bowl. And, of course, Brady is now appealing that decision, and the commissioner, Roger Goodell, is going to personally hear that appeal. That should be very interesting. But, again, it seems like a time for some rule changes, and NFL reportedly proceeding with that now.
As an outsider, I mean, a layperson, how is this not... They've been doing this how many years?
Right.
And there were no rules or guidelines regarding this.
Why would the footballs ever be out of the sight?
How they're handled, by whom, I don't know.
Yeah.
So they're changing that. All right.
Stay tuned, as we like to say.
9:24. Time for sports with Rob Powers.
Well, good morning, everybody. We start with baseball. The Yankees put Chase Whitley on the disabled list last night with an elbow sprain, but tests do show a partial ligament tear. He's going to meet with doctors next week and figure out where this is all headed. As if that three-game losing streak wasn't bad enough, right? Plus, the Yanks open on the road against the defending American League champions at Kansas City, and Big Mike was on the hill. 5-0, Michael Pineda. It wasn't his night. A one-run game blown wide open in the sixth inning. That's Omar Infante with an RBI triple. Justin Wilson comes in, and Lorenzo Cain does this. He drove in 4 runs. The Royals send 11 batters to the plate, and the inning score 6. It was another rough night. Yanks lose 12-1. Pineda gave up 6 runs on 10 hits. The Mets back at home to match up against the Brewers. Bartolo Colon trying to win his baseball best 7th game. But it's tough to fight back from, something like that. Ryan Braun, the play in right center field. So now it's the Mets' turn. They try to show off their defense. Curtis Granderson in right field. Gets all kind of turned around. The ball gets past him. It's an RBI double. Next batter, it's Ryan Braun again. Wouldn't you know, he made the catch. He hit 2 home runs. It wasn't the Mets' night. Colon gave up 6 runs. The offense gets shut out, had 3 hits. 7-0 Brewers. That's 5 straight losses. Hey, the Rangers get right back at it later on today. They open the NHL Eastern Conference Final at home against the Lightning. The big win last week leads to the big game today. But yesterday it was practice. Chance to get on the ice, get in a workout for the big game. These teams combined to make that huge trading deadline deal last season. Ryan Callahan left the Rangers. Marty St. Louis closed the book on 13 years in Tampa. And now a year later, they face off against the team he spent so much time with.
For me, it's just a team that's standing in my way right now. And I'm going to try to help my team do everything to win.
All right, now let's get to the NBA playoffs. Game 6 between the Hawks and the Wizards. A win last night, and the Hawks would advance. But if the Wizards could win at home, they would force a Game 7. Atlanta's DeMarre Carroll, 25 points, 2 big layups in the final minute. The Hawks are up 3. The Wizards, Paul Pierce takes the shot to tie it. The buzzer! It goes in! Oh, but wait a minute. Looky here. You didn't get it off in time, so it's no basket. Hawks win 94-91. The Hawks advance to meet the Cavaliers. The NFL Players Association now threatening to go to court if Tom Brady's 4-game suspension isn't overturned. Commissioner Roger Goodell insists he will handle that appeal himself. The union doesn't want Goodell involved because it plans to call him as a witness. Besides, the union believes there's no evidence to support any discipline for Brady. Keen Pauline, the upset winner yesterday, the Black-Eyed Susan, 15-1 long shot. Of course, later on today, it is the Preakness Stakes. All the horses went for a little jog yesterday before the second leg of the Triple Crown, and all eyes are going to be on the Derby winner right there, American Pharoah. For the Belmont Stakes to be all that it can be, this is the horse to watch. Only 8 of them are in the race. That's the smallest field in 15 years. So another busy, busy weekend. Whatever happens this weekend, Laura Benke's got you covered. Me, I'm Rob Powers. I'll see you right back here on Monday.
All right, much more ahead on Eyewitness News. On this Saturday morning, investigators uncover new, terrifying details about the moments that led up to the deadly Amtrak train derailment in Philadelphia. We'll be right back.
She's the city's unconventional first lady, but is she trying to redefine the role?
I'm Sade Better-Noir here at Gracie Mansion for an exclusive interview with Charlene McRae.
It was such a painful moment. I didn't know what to do.
A special edition of Up Close Sunday morning at 11.
More than 1 million people who work in this city can't afford to live in this city. And developers getting $1 billion in tax breaks to build housing here aren't giving many workers who build it a middle-class wage or providing New York's working families with enough affordable housing to live in. Everyone deserves a good wage and a decent roof over their heads. Fix 421A. If developers are getting a break, working families should too. Tell Albany public funds come with public responsibilities.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy brand features affordable, high-quality products with many of the same ingredients found in the name brand products.
It's the same exact ingredient.
There's even a satisfaction guarantee if you're not happy with your purchase. Get to know your neighbor at mygnp.com. Throughout the month of May, it's the Good Neighbor Pharmacy 1 cent sale. Buy one Good Neighbor Pharmacy brand product, get the second for 1 cent. Visit mygnp.com/1 cent sale to find a participating Good Neighbor Pharmacy near you.
Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Tajina? ABC 7 and your tri-state board leaders thank you for helping protect our children.
ABC 7, #1 in New York.
Welcome back. Take a look at these runners. This is a live picture from Coney Island right now. It is Saturday morning, May 16th. This is the Airbnb Brooklyn Half Marathon, and thousands of runners still racing through the finish line as we watch them. Whoa, look at that. I love it when people get a little extra in their step for the last few.
Right at the end.
And it is so great. Well, again, live look from Coney Island, where some rained-on runners are enjoying 59 degrees and the boardwalk. That's a great route. If you're going to have to run, it is. It's scenic. There's stuff going. Look at this guy.
Look, that's got to be a great feeling. Crossing that line, I did it. Cross this off the bucket list. I feel good. I can go pass out in peace now. Get some funnel cake. End the weekend right.
What he said.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Michelle Charlesworth.
And I'm Rob Nelson. Welcome to Eyewitness News Saturday morning. So, Amy, looks a little wet out there, but that's going to not last all day, right? That's kind of like little isolated showers, nothing crazy.
Yeah, there are going to be some showers this morning, then thunderstorms again in the afternoon. So, by the way, if you'd like to ever feel that feeling, you could always sign up for a half marathon.
I could.
She's always recruiting. She's the recruiter.
I could. I'm not in your kind of physical condition, but I intend to work my way up to that over the next 10 to 15 years.
I didn't start with this natural ability. I had to practice, so.
One step at a time.
Are you shaming me on television? Are you race shaming me?
I'm not. But I want to get you in. I want to rub you in. I will not stop. All right. 80s is what shows up on the smartphone today. That's above our normal high for this time of year. It's a lot more summer-like. But also, what comes with our summer weather is humidity and thunderstorms, and we're going to get those too. So when we say summer-like, that doesn't necessarily mean a perfect weekend in front of us. Looking at cloudy skies right now, 61 degrees in Central Park. Temperatures have been climbing fast in the 50s and 60s around here all morning. Check out the AccuTrack. This is what we're dealing with, the showers and thunderstorms, mainly east over Long Island right now. They've moved through the boroughs pretty quickly. And so we get a closer up look on this from Hempstead all the way out to Brookhaven. Showers, and then we've seen these clear out for the runners in Coney Island, so we're not seeing rain there anymore. And there's some drier air coming back in. So yes, we are contending with some rain this morning. We're expecting it to let up a bit, going for a high of 80 degrees. Then showers and thunderstorms return later tonight and likely will be stronger for the whole area. We'll talk more about this in the rest of your weekend in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. I'll see you then, Rob.
All right, Amy, thank you very much. Well, investigators have revealed some terrifying new details about the deadly Amtrak derailment in Philadelphia. Authorities say some sort of object may have hit the train just before it ran off the tracks.
Investigators are also looking into reports that other trains were hit also by some sort of projectile in the area around the same time of Tuesday's crash. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis is here with the very latest on the investigation this morning. Good morning again, Marcus.
Good morning, Michelle and Rob. Well, was that Amtrak train hit by a projectile just before it derailed? And if so, did that contribute to the deadly crash? That's what the FBI will now try and determine after that surprising bit of information from an assistant conductor. The focus is circular damage to the glass, the left portion of the windshield, that does not appear to have occurred during the actual derailment. SEPTA, a commuter railroad in Philadelphia, confirms one of its trains was struck by a projectile that night, as was an Amtrak Acela train earlier in the evening. The conductor told investigators that just minutes before the train derailed, she heard radio transmissions between Amtrak engineer Brandon Bastian and the SEPTA engineer about their trains being struck. NTSB investigators yesterday spoke to Boston for the first time, but he has not been able to shed much light about why the train was traveling more than twice the speed limit and about this new information about his train being struck.
He was specifically asked that question, and he did not recall. He did not recall anything of that sort. But there again, he does not. He reported that he does not have any recollection of anything past North Philadelphia.
Now, NTSB investigators say Boston was, quote, extremely cooperative during his interview and that he demonstrated very good working knowledge of proper procedures. But again, he has no recollection of that crash. Rob?
All right, Marcus, thanks a lot. And you can stay with Eyewitness News and ABC News for the latest on the deadly derailment. We also got some information this morning that Delta shuttles will be cross-honoring tickets between New York and Washington and Boston. To keep that in mind and follow all other developments on our Facebook and Twitter pages as well.
Meantime, overseas, authorities in Egypt sentenced the country's former leader to death. Former Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi was sentenced this morning in Cairo for a 2011 prison break after being arrested 2 days earlier. He was ousted as the country's leader in 2013 following mass protests. You'll remember throughout Egypt, Morsi was already serving a 20 years prison sentence after being convicted of inciting the killings of protesters outside of the presidential palace.
We are also following a developing story overseas where U.S. commandos have killed an Islamic State official in charge of oil fields in eastern Syria and also captured his wife. The Syria Observatory for Human Rights say at least 19 ISIS members were killed in this attack this morning. Meanwhile, fighting continues in Iraq as the country's Air Force tries to take back a city largely held by ISIS militants. This video shows airstrikes carried out by the Iraqi Air Force. Iraqi's military says it expects to push militants out of the city in the next few hours.
Well, Long Island Railroad riders, especially Rangers fans, beware this weekend. There's going to be no train service between Hicksville and Mineola today and Sunday because of a bridge replacement project. This could add an extra hour to your trip. It will affect stations on the Port Jefferson and Ronkonkoma branches east of Mineola. The MTA wants Rangers fans heading to Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals at Madison Square Garden to be mindful of these changes and plan travel with the disruption in mind. Could add an hour, could be more.
Pack your patience, as we like to say. Yeah. Coming up next on Eyewitness News Saturday morning, hundreds of athletes will climb to new heights this weekend, but the goal for the competitors isn't just to reach the top of the World Trade Center. We'll tell you what else.
And will this morning's clouds lift anytime soon? Meteorologist Amy Freeze returns with the answer in her AccuWeather forecast.
But first, a reminder that Channel 7 is your home for the 2015 Billboard Music Awards. Which musical act are you looking forward to the most? Just head to our Facebook page and let us know. You can also find some real-time red carpet coverage and results tomorrow night at 7 online.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Raymore and Flanagan. For the closest location, please visit RaymooreFlanagan.com.
See the Big Apple Circus's magical all-new show Metamorphoses. Acrobats, clowns, horses, dogs, and more. Thrills galore at the circus of your dreams. Big Apple Circus all-new show now playing Cunningham Park. BigAppleCircus.org. Buy tickets now.
These streets, they can be pretty crazy. You know what your solution to that is? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer. You'll get the control of all-wheel drive and intelligent four-wheel drive so almost nothing gets in your way. And your blind spots are covered. Talk about the total package. Ford has it big time.
Now get an Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months or lease one for $229 a month only at your local Ford dealer.
So-called sports drinks say all sorts of things to sound healthy, but they can be packed with sugars that eventually can bring on obesity and diabetes and its complications. Replace sports drinks with water, seltzer, unsweetened teas, and fresh fruit.
Looking for one of these?
Yoplait. Smooth, creamy, and craved by the whole family.
The most annoying thing about flying? The treatment. It's like I'm a huge inconvenience. Huh. Well, you don't see that every day.
Enjoy JetBlue's award-winning customer service.
See the Big Apple Circus's magical all-new show Metamorphoses. Acrobats, clowns, horses, dogs, and more. Thrills galore at the circus of your dreams. Big Apple Circus all-new show now playing Cunningham Park. BigAppleCircus.org. Buy tickets now.
There you go. Right now, runners are headed for Coney Island as they compete in the Airbnb Brooklyn Half Marathon. A lot of folks have already finished. Thousands took off within the last hour of Grand Army. Actually, it was 3 hours ago. 2 hours ago. 2.5, something like that, from Grand Army Plaza. Yes, thank you, earlier. Runners from all levels made their way from Prospect Park to the Coney Island Boardwalk, and that's where the president of the New York Roadrunners is right now. She's speaking out after announcing her decision to step down from the organization.
It's never been a job. It's never felt like a job, a day in my career here. It's always been a passion and a love, and I'm very lucky to have it.
If you ever met her for 5 seconds, you would definitely believe those words are gospel. This is a live look at the Coney Island Boardwalk. Runners are finishing up, as we said. Can't get that shot. But it's damp, it's nice and cool, and it's Mary Wittenberg kind of weather. So wish her well, and
it is. We
thank her for many years of awesome service.
She's moving on to
Virgin Sports.
That's what it was.
Another company.
That's the Richard Branson Group, right?
I believe so. Yep. Good stuff. So, and you know, being her last race, the Brooklyn Half Marathon, couldn't be a better one. So, you know, a lot of runners there, 25 to 30,000 is what they expected this year. So, pretty impressive.
Good turnout.
It's not bad running weather. I mean, it's still pretty cool in the low 60s. We had a quick shower move through, probably right as a lot of people were finishing.
No sun glare.
That's right.
Spritz.
That's exactly right. If you're looking for a perfect day, this is not it. But it's very summer-like in the fact that it's near 80 degrees. We've got some humidity and even showers to start the day. A round of thunderstorms expected later. Looking out right now over the East River, you can see clouds are hanging low. Skies are going to generally be cloudy. We could get some sun breaks late afternoon. I think that really will help to spike the temperatures. Almost 20 degrees warmer than where they are right now. And as we go along on that path, we will see the possibility of showers and thunderstorms heating up after that atmosphere gets heated up, and that could happen a little bit later on this afternoon. So right now you can see most of the action is east. We do have this batch of showers, but it looks like they're going to take a more southerly track and maybe go through central Jersey. So close-up look here from Hempstead to Brookhaven, we've got showers. We're also looking at the boroughs, and of course Coney Island is now dry. They did have that quick spritz come through as a lot of runners were on the road going down Surf Avenue and some of those places. So we'll look for Lindenhurst all the way out to the Fork. More showers coming your way, and it looks like this instability will be back in the afternoon. What I've been looking at this morning is the high-resolution Futurecast. So we know today 80 were bookending showers, but that second round that comes in looks a lot more potent than what we saw this morning. By tomorrow, mid-80s and late storms, again, the possibility. Here is that high-resolution map, and look, right now it's initializing pretty well, showing us by 9 o'clock we've got just a few showers north and west, and maybe that batch moving through central New Jersey. But here we are at 5 o'clock, and look how the oranges and yellows and reds intensify, bringing these thunderstorms and heavy downpours for the early evening. So if you've got plans later today, I'd grab the umbrella so you've got it with you. We'll end out with the last of the front coming through the Jersey Shore. Then tomorrow we'll start with a mix of sun and clouds, and again, spotty showers likely south throughout the day tomorrow. And then Monday we start with clouds. So it'll be much cooler on Monday. In fact, we'll drop off about 10 to 15 degrees. Clouds and sunshine, more humid, 80 for the high, 68 the low in the city with thunderstorms late. And here is the forecast for tomorrow. That spotty storm at 85. Very warm and humid. Monday, cool cloud cover, 70 degrees, 72 for Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, temperatures are back into the upper 80s, a little bit above average. Well, now that One World Trade is finished, it is predicted to be a spectacular event up at the observatory. But the very first event that they're having is happening this weekend. It's tomorrow morning. It's the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation run up. So it's a tower claim, and only 1,000 people are being let in to do it, but they're doing it for a very special cause.
Climbing stairs for charity has never happened like this. Not in this building and not this high.
It is the absolute first one. There's 90 stories, there's 180 flights, and there's nearly 2,000 steps.
Just 1,000 climbers allowed for this inaugural event. Their destination is the top of One World Trade.
My brother was a firefighter, died in 9/11, ran through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
All 6 of Stephen Siller's siblings rallied for what's become a well-known foundation to memorialize the father of 5. This weekend's climb honors another hero, Captain Billy Burke. He was in the North Tower on the 27th floor. He told his guys to get out as he stayed behind with a wheelchair-bound person.
He stayed behind to be with somebody else that needed him. That's what firefighters do.
Along with honoring Captain Burke, the foundation is raising funds to support their mission to build homes for American heroes.
First ever quadruple amputee survive any war was from my hometown, Staten Island, New York.
They've finished 30 homes, and 43 are under construction right now all over the country.
And when they get that injured, protecting us, I think it's our responsibility as civilians when they come back that we take care of them. And we hope to build a house from this event. We're right there. We're right there. We need about another $50,000 or $70,000.
It will be a symbolic climb for an iconic building.
What better way than burning up